Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about another 1858 Remington. This is a pietta again. This is modeled after the 1858 Army, or New Army, I'm sorry. This is the steel frame version, so it's exactly like the brass frame you've seen in my previous videos, but it's the steel frame version. I actually bought this quite a few months back, and it's just been sitting around in the box. I haven't got it out or shot it, and it was a nice day, so I thought, well, we'll go ahead and shoot it. So, here's the box it comes in. Brand new. Today was the very first shot, test shots of this thing, paperwork that comes with it and what have you. Not really going to do much of a review. The purpose of this video was to shoot this thing for consistency. I set up this little target. I set the target up at 75 feet away. I stretched out my tape and set the target up at 75 foot, and I made a little makeshift shooting rest to do the very best shots I'm capable of with the makeshift shooting bench. And we'll get to the results of the target, and I have a little bit of shooting footage. Unfortunately, after the shots, I was lucky enough to tape the shots and walking to the target. The unfortunate part is my camera died, so I didn't get to walk up to the target and show you the exact, show you exactly after the shots how it turned out. So you'll just have to take my word for it. Shooting the cast balls, again, these are 451 balls that we cast from a few videos back. Shooting the homemade powder, also 30 grains of the homemade Douglas fir black powder. Basically, today was the first time I took this gun out of the box. I take that back. Second time I took it out of the box. First time it's ever been shot. And what I did was I just ran a few patches. You can see the dirt and crap on it. Ran a few patches down the barrel till it came out clean. Ran a few patches in each one of the chambers of the cylinder just to get the oil out so it wouldn't foul my powder. Again, this is all factory oil. First time I've ever shot this. My goal was to show how consistent, or for that matter inconsistent, these replica pietta pistols are. So I wasn't expecting to hit dead center of my target, having never sighted it in, but I was looking for a consistent group. So, still using Remington number 10 caps, and here's a few of those little cotton wonder wads, using those as well. Basically loaded exactly like my Douglas fir test video in the brass frame. So, this is the target here. You can see I put today's date on it, 5/16. This is the steel pietta. We're shooting 451 balls, 30 grains of the homemade Doug fir powder at 75 feet. So I just took a Sharpie here and I drew basically a crosshair. This is my point of aim at 75 feet. So what we're showing here is I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for some reason I got one way down here. I'm going to assume I probably pulled it. I don't know if I just had a bad release on the trigger or what it was, but we'll call that one the called flyer. I didn't call it, but it's definitely a flyer. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and my fifth shot was right off the target, out in here somewhere. So we'll throw a ruler up here real quick, diagonally. I would say it's probably right at 2 inch diagonally. We'll try to go across here. Same thing, about 2 inch. Now with that flyer that we had out here, it wouldn't be much of a flyer, but we were right in this area somewhere. We're probably looking at about a 3 inch overall group at 75 feet, minus the flyer down here, shot number 6. So that's a great pattern in my opinion. I mean, I think that's pretty darn good. 75 feet shooting off of a half-ass rest. You'll see that in the next little portion of the video. Not bad. These are the very first shots out of this pistol. I would say the pistol is by far more accurate than I am capable of without more bench rest practice. Excuse me. So again, we'll go ahead and go into the shooting portion of this video. I apologize. The camera died right in the middle of walking out to the target, so you'll just have to take my word that that is the actual results from my shooting. 75 feet, not too shabby. you know, for just a right out of the box firearm. Obviously now I can play with my sights to get my point of aim at the center of the impact. But again, I didn't care if I was hitting center or target. I didn't expect the sights to be dead on. I did, however, or was hoping at least, expect that my pattern, or I'd have a decent group to work with. And I think that's plenty satisfactory. Not too bad at accuracy for, you know, 1850s technology, round balls. Not too shabby for 75 feet. So, again, enjoy. The video is going to unfortunately cut off abruptly after the shots. I apologize for that. Here we go.
I don't think there's any more. Maybe the kitchen one's that size. Are you filming?
Yep, she's going.
Okay, shut up, guys. Nice.
There's one. It looks about right on elevation. Just looks a little bit to the right. So we'll try the next one. Elevation again looks dead on. It's just to the right. There's three. It's holding a pretty good group. Four, I don't see. It's hard to tell.
Very bottom middle.
Five, it looks like is in between the first two. All right, last shot. All right.
Nice grouping.
That's it.
That's a nice grouping.
Doesn't look bad. So there it is, 1858 Pietta. This is exactly like my brass frame version, only this is the steel frame. So let's go take a look at the group. I've got my tape stretched out here.